They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
So, the snake nest.
I have heard of the place. A dive, but...
It's worth checking out.
What else do you put gravy on?
Break those crystals. We need to get through that barrier.
It must haunt you, Davrin. Knowing the blight inside you will be your end someday.
Spite could be yours.
Could be. But as a Grey Warden, it will be.
How do you know so much about wardens?
We've done business.
They hired you?
There was a contract.
Whether
I'm on it.
Venatoria dealt with. I hope whoever posted that plea for help feels safer tonight.
we should check the board again. It's a good way to find people who need help.
Destroy them all!
Soon they will fall!
We must win!
I'm there! Clear the area! Keep that up, bro!
I feel and obey!
still in one piece.
More executions. This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around, see what we find.
Someone burned documents, but they are too charred to read.
I don't think we'll get any answers from him. This Linus, he must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
We should look outside, search the area. What happened here? Blood. There's a trail. A blood-stained shirt.
No tears in the fabric. The blood didn't belong to the shirt's owner.
Take a look at that. A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but something feels off. All right. That Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her. Again. A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest.
All right. It's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking. But you're friends with Nev Gallus, aren't you? Maybe you can do. I can let you into the storage. It's across the road.
The bar storage. There has to be more here. This under the bar storage.
If that's where the quarry is, then in we go.
Linus, the snake nest owner. He made a pact with a demon to save his kid. But the price, it was too high.
Did the demon want blood? Or to feed off the man's desire and desperation?
There's a key. We should see what else is here. How many did he kill? All for a demon. This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina. There. Much sturdier than the old one.
What was that? Important business you were talking about, Lucanus.
Not all of your order meets their end so nobly.
What was that warden business you were talking about, Lucanus?
Not all of your order meets their end so nobly.
What does that... Come on, Lucanus. Show us your teeth. What was that warden business you were talking about, Lucanus?
Not all of your order meets their end so nobly.
What does that mean?
Some would rather leave before the blight takes them. The crows oblige.
Wait, you're saying they hire you too?
They're both the client and the mark.
What?
They make a choice. We oblige them.
I don't want to know anymore.
Other ways to get into the catacombs?
Question is, what will we find? That place is less predictable than the deep roads.
Be ready.
Something sealed, Master.
Something's very wrong. I can feel it.
Nice.
The catacombs never end.
How'd that statue get there?
I've heard there are monsters. Dangerous beasts warped by magic. Maybe even created by it.
I'm guessing the Magisterium won't admit that.
Something big could hide down here and never be found.
Sabina,
You're back. But Atticus.
the man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child. But it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I have friends here in Minrathous who can help.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
The whole town's desperate at being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner, the people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon? If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more. There it is. That's the Veil Jumper camp. Watch out. The relic just went off. What happened to that veil jumper? He was right here. Oh, this isn't good. We need to find him.
Is anyone out there?
One of those magical relics the veil jumpers are dealing with must be nearby. Spatial anomaly. We can't reach that veil jumper unless we find some way around it. One relic down, more to go. Hard to believe these things are causing so much trouble.
You saved me. I'm saved. I'm alive. I was working on the relic and then everything went dark and quiet. I'll catch me.
There are others missing. We'll continue. Looks like another relic nearby. Damn. We were too late. magical relic causing this. That's probably one of the missing veil jumpers. Let's get that barrier down. Must be a magical relic causing this.
Can anyone hear me?
We're gonna get you out.
An eternity, and the shadows were so dark. But I'll be all right.
Magical relics, I suppose.
It's causing magic to go wild. We have to stop it.
Got it.
Oh, thank the creators. Did Elio send you? It's so odd. I've seen relics like that before.
I think that's everyone. Let's get back to Elio.
I've never seen anything like this. The whole forest is in chaos.
Don't be shy. Take a gander. Good luck. Bits and bobs for just the right price. Come back anytime.
I found most of your friends, but one didn't make it. I'm sorry.
We all know the risks, but it's still difficult when someone gets hurt. There's one last relic out there we never found. If you come across it, be careful. I think someone's meddling with the magic in Arlethan.
I'll try to be safe.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition?
You know Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about... No, it's probably fine.
Charter?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Well, no. I guess now that the Inquisition answers to the Chantry, that makes her Divine Victoria's spy...
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into... It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force, working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Why isn't she here?
Charter entrusted the search for Solus to Varric, to us. The world's large, and she's got many things to...
So how long were you with the Inquisitor?
Something like that.
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors, what about them?
Of all of them, she still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes. He's from Ferelden too.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not near. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those...
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So, did you take the nug?
No!
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle.
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself, and some of them were more... Sarah was a puppy with a new toy, 100 new toys, fun. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could...
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say, like, "Ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's..." Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Who stores eyes under their bed? I'm partial to a nice wall display myself.
Well, that's one interpretation that never occurred to me. Thanks.
You're welcome. Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at...
Ah, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end.
So you didn't ask him if you...
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people. It's why you don't miss.
So, tell me about these ordinary...
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't magisters or There were scouts and stable hands. Most of them volunteered, like me.
You help people.
I'd sit with Rector and Faulkner and we'd watch the important...
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right, like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other two and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition,
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not... And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better. It's special when you're among people working toward the same...
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
As smart as he's supposed to be, there's just some things he doesn't get. At all.
Yeah. Maybe one day he will. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and I should let you go. Talk.
abundance.
Have a look and keep my stores full. Come back soon.
Professor?
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I didn't expect such a warm welcome. Considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming?
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Oh, wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Movement up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Careful, Rook. It signaled you out.
What? Where'd everyone go?
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
Aren't you a necromancer?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies for this.
Nice work!
Lucana struck a blow! I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring... it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
So, Professor.
Just Emmerich, please.
You weren't that surprised we need a Fade expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
Trouble ahead. Get back!
They're attacking from afar! Solid blow!
Nicely done, Rook!
Is everyone intact?
All that ice. More magic?
Echoes of the despair spirits. Misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter. I spy trouble ahead. There's a fight ahead.
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
Good work! It's over. Sir Roke.
We've a fight ahead.
On the job.
Trouble.
Just say when.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
On it.
Need a wisp. This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Here's our second wisp.
Gullest spirit I've ever seen. The peace of the necropolis is a balm to many of its inhabitants.
Must be nice.
Ah, yes. I've noticed you've company.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door. Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop it. who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh, yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
We have company.
An attack from afar!
We need to close it!
Quickly! Hell, we've done it.
I'll make this quick.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them. But we must find who lured them there in the first place. Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I spent most of my life in Antiva.
Am I correct in guessing you're one of the crows?
At your service.
You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground. Here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
Then what?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fane.
Any malicious spirit?
Unattached ones. Your own companion will be safe.
Ah.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here?
Venatori!
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Talking to corpses with magic?
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down...
So don't dawdle!
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls. Fantastic room!
Strength of the Empire!
Watch your back! Well struck, Lucana!
Catch them! What is running? On the right!
Die to the gods!
Nice work!
A solid hit!
What are the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
A despair spirit.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone. Oh, great.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learned to make miniature ones in Tevinter.
What's this?
A vessel to store the magic the Venatori intended to siphon away from us.
Hello. The Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
All right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.